The Biden administration can no longer enforce a COVID-19 vaccine requirement impacting large businesses.
The Supreme Court blocked that mandate just this afternoon. Thank you for joining us for Denver 7 News at 5. I'm Shannon Ogden.
Good evening. I'm Ann Trujillo. The High Court said in a 6-3 ruling that the Biden administration doesn't have the authority to enforce it. But the court is upholding a mandate for most healthcare workers.
Denver 7's Jason Grenauer joins us live with a look at the ruling's impact on Colorado businesses. Jason?
Yeah, good evening. I spoke with a local attorney who advises companies on how to comply with new laws, or in this case, what to do when a law you thought was coming isn't anymore. Jillian Bidgood says now that the federal government cannot require vaccinations or weekly testing at large businesses of 100 employees or more, the ball is back in the court of those businesses. And she believes what happens next will depend on the workforce and how accepting of vaccinations they are. For those businesses that have embraced a vaccine mandate already and are okay with it, they will likely stay their course moving forward with it. But those businesses whose employees are not on board, that could lead to those businesses taking a step back, going back to pre-federal mandate and not requiring anything.
Employers are worried about losing employees, and if their workforce is not going to embrace vaccination, they may well look at this and say, thank goodness, now we don't have to mandate the testing, and now we don't have to mandate vaccinations. And if they've already rolled out parts of what OSHA required, they could still stop the policy so that they don't have to require vaccination of future hires. And of course, then that they're not requiring the weekly testing.
Now, speaking of that OSHA requirement of testing, well, that likely won't be followed by many because tests are harder and harder to find. Now, on the part of that SCOTUS decision regarding healthcare workers, Bidgood says it's a lot easier to make the case for mandates when hospitals accept federal money for Medicare and Medicaid patients. Basically, if you take their money, you should probably follow their rules. Live in the newsroom, I'm Jason Grenauer, Denver 7.